Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has finally made an endorsement in the upcoming New York mayoral race. And no surprise, it's not Cuomo, obviously. The progressive congresswoman has officially endorsed Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani as her choice. Good choice. Now, this happened, of course, in an interview Thursday with the New York Times. She said that she will, since New York City has a ranked choice voting, she would rank Adrienne Adams, Brad Lander, Scott Stringer, and Zellnor Myrie in that order after Mamdani. So no Cuomo, no Cuomo. Now, she said, Assemblymember Mamdani has demonstrated a real ability on the ground to put together a coalition of working class New Yorkers that is strongest to lead the pack. In the final stretch of the race, we need to get very real about that. Good. According to Politico, AOC's endorsement is among the most highly sought after for Democrats nationwide. Of course, progressive Democrats, not the establishment. Here's my problem, though. Okay. Now, I think it's good that she made this endorsement, but I also think that it was a little late. Right now, it's only 9 days left before the start of early voting in this mayoral race. Now, that said, of course, it's better late than never, but currently Cuomo is the front runner. He's got a big head start, and he's got establishment figures that have lined up behind him. Again, I like AOC. I generally agree with her policy positions, but I think she has the same problem that Bernie Sanders has. One of them, at least. And that is the fact that they're too cautious with their endorsements. Okay. On the one hand, I get it. I understand it. You got to vet your candidates, of course, right? But still, when they do end up endorsing, it usually comes a little late, perhaps too late to have a difference, and usually is about picking someone that you think is already going to win. Now, instead of getting in early and using your platform to boost up candidates that you agree with. Now, that said, I'm not saying that AOC and Mamdani don't agree on a lot of things. They do. He is basically on board with her platform. For example, he wants to ensure free and fast bus service. It's great. Do a rent freeze because the rent's too high, too damn high, the rent. And, of course, to try to tax rich people more. Great. I agree with all those things. And that's, of course, why Mamdani has risen in the polls enough to challenge Cuomo. Still, he leads by double digits, and that is also concerning. Okay. And again, I think that gets to one of the issues here with the establishment. The establishment early on had representatives Richie Torres, Greg Meeks, and Adriano Espaillat getting out there to endorse Cuomo. That helps him with Democratic establishment voters. Okay, so I mean, I'm a little concerned here that you have Cuomo that has such a commanding lead so far. Now, that said, AOC is considered a top leader in the party. In fact, in May, you had polling that was done among Democrats that put her as the face of the Democratic Party, which is good. And I think that it's good for Bernie Sanders to have passed the progressive torch to her, as he has been doing. That's good. And in fact, one poll you had of Democrats saying that people would rather choose her or no one, showing that really nobody has the influence that she has within the party right now. And understand, though, the party had to get to a low point, 27% approval for something like this to happen, for people to see the establishment no longer working, for them to look at someone like AOC and be like, you know what? I'll take her. I'll take her. She's got an enormous amount of influence. But again, the problem I have is that she waited until the last moment to use it. And I think politically, when it comes to strategy, that's a mistake. Again, her policies are fantastic. They're great, but her political instincts, they do need a little bit of work. All right. And she can do this. She can get better with those political instincts, okay? And I think personally she could stand to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more confrontational, a little bit more cutthroat, and a little bit more of a leader. And I think she definitely has room to be able to do some of those things, okay? And another thing that I would like to see from her is more of a willingness to lift up other progressives with her platform, okay? And not just ones that you think are going to win. Again, Bernie Sanders had the same problem, and I think that's one of the reasons why the progressive movement kind of stalled out, especially after 2016 and 2020. And so, again, I don't want to be super critical for the wrong reasons. At the end of the day, I'm really happy to see that she put out this endorsement. I just have this worry that it might not be enough to knock Cuomo out. Okay. And so, they've got the ranked choice voting. That's good. That gives other candidates a chance to block out Cuomo. Even if they don't vote for Mamdani in the first round. That said, I am still a little worried, and I'm really hoping that this might be enough to get New York City voters to do the right thing and to not vote to put Cuomo back into office. I think that would be a massive mistake. I believe that he is a predator, and I do not think that he is in the right here on policy issues. And I think someone like Mamdani would be so much better, okay? So much better on a lot of these different issues for working class people of New York City. So again, overall, I'm thrilled that she made this endorsement. I think it's great, and I hope he wins. But at the same time, again, I think my criticisms and you can correct me if you think that I'm wrong, of course, on that. But I just want to see what's not only best for New Yorkers, but also what's best for the progressive movement. And if she's going to be leader that we, hope that she will be, I think that she has to get a little bit more aggressive and to be willing to put herself out there on a limb for someone who is not guaranteed to win. And so to be a little bit more, a little bit better with those endorsements and a little bit earlier so that, good candidates can start their campaigns off hitting the ground running. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.